Hi everyone and welcome to this Unreal Engine 4 tutorial on procedurally generated foliage. I will show you in this video how you can use the same option in Unreal Engine 4 to create interesting and dynamic, and in this case photorealistic landscape which uses different elements of photorealistic landscape foliage. Foliage in this case means many different things than in everyday life. When we say foliage, we usually mean only things that you find on the ground in the forest or something like that. Here they can be anything which you can place procedurally on your level, adding it different tone, different environment setting, or whatever else you might be looking for. To go to the same procedural generated option, you need to change the mode you're using. So instead of the select mode, you go to the foliage mode. Right here you will see on your left side your foliage types. Right now I have three different kinds of foliage. I'm going to show it to you real quick, but before we get into each of them, you add foliage by simply going to this option here, and Unreal will recognize the foliage types you already have in your content, or by going to your content browser, finding your foliage types here and drag and dropping them in the same spot. As I said, presently I already have my foliage types. It's one type of flower, second type of flower, and a type of low grassland. I plan to use these on my existing map, which I created in my previous tutorial video, so check that out, the link is in the description below, and add a lot more liveliness to the same map, to the same level. All of it will be of course photorealistic and include some preset animations which I'm going to show you right now. So if we select this flower 0101 and we open it up in the editor, you can see that it's already a made unit. It has leaves, it has its stem, it has the flower itself and the petals, and it already has a small idle random animation. You can see it swaying. The same goes for every other type of foliage here, three types currently. So my plan is to add flowers here, second flowers here, and grassland at the top of this summit here. I do that by simply selecting the foliage and using the paint option. Right now the dome represents the place where you can place your procedurally generated foliage by simply clicking. And as you can see, the shadows already placing it themselves here. Let me zoom in a bit. The flowers are already here and they look pretty cool. They are set in different positions. You can choose that by painting the option painting here and changing density, uniformity. For example, we can change the uniformity here, scale, placement. All of these options will provide you with different end results in terms of procedural generation itself. So those are the actual foliage type elements that you can change. Also you can change them here. As you can see, I can extend my size, make them bigger, and I can add density right here. So this element here will be full of flowers. As you can see, these are much denser, and other options here are as well, which you can use all of them. If I want to erase any of my foliage, I simply choose the erase part here, and let's say I erase some of it at the base of this small mound. With the first foliage set in place, we're going to add the second type of foliage. Deselect this one and select this one, and I'm going to place it, like I said, here. I just need to change to paint, again check if it's selected, and here it is. I'm also going to spread it a bit thinner, add less density, and connect it to the mound, so to speak, as a unified space. So there's some overlap here, And finally, I'm going to go here, again deselect this, and select the grassland, which I'm going to place around the top, add more density here, and create kind of a connection with the flowers here. Finally, I'm going to show you an additional option, and that is to select all of the types of foliage at the same time, which then add, as you can see, a combination of all three. And that's excellent for creating actually dense and diverse foliage options for any of your levels and adding real lifelike quality to all of it. And that's the key process. As you can see, the foliage types are all set. Now I'm just going to show you how it looks like from the actual first-person perspective in the game. And I'm going to first rebuild my lights. With the lights done, I'm going to play and try out the level. Customary shot, and here it is. As you can see in the background, the second type of foliage is here, first type is here. I can even see it swaying gradually in the wind, and there's the second type, the purple flowers. It's all here, and you can see the grass as well. There's a bit of nice idle animation to the second type of flower. The grass is here, and here's the summit. All of it looks pretty terrific, and the results are excellent for something that's basically completely procedurally generated. Finally, let's check out the combined option, and as you can see, with a little less density, there's too many red flowers and purple flowers as well, and too little of the grass. With some tweaking, you can get something that's really lifelike and feels really cool, especially with that idle animation when you can see all of it moving and swaying. The results are, in my view at least, fantastic. And the way you're applying it is really simple as well. So that would be all for this foliage procedurally generated tool tutorial for Unreal 4 engine. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, hopefully you found it useful. If you did, please leave a like and leave any comments or questions you might have right below the video. I will answer them as well. Until my next video, please check out my other tutorial videos, especially if you're interested in landscape creation in Unreal Tutorial, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to stay in tune with all of my other Unreal Engine beginner tutorial videos. That's all from me. My name is Ivica. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Until then, have a great day and bye bye.